Hi, everyone. 2025 is here, and with it comes a world of opportunities, but also distractions, noise, and the pressure to be everything to everyone. Let me ask you this: how often do you find yourself drained, stretched thin, and disconnected from your own goals because you're too focused on what everyone else wants? This year, I want you to shift that focus. 2025 isn't about competing with others, seeking validation, or chasing someone else's idea of success. It's about you. It's about taking charge of your energy, your time, and your life. Focusing on yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. When you prioritize your growth, align with your purpose, and invest in your well being, you don't just elevate yourself, you create a better world around you. So today we're going to dive deep into why 2025 needs to be the year you put you first and how that decision can change everything. Let's go. The world we live in today is filled with constant noise, endless distractions, and overwhelming demands. Every day we are bombarded with messages about who we should be, what we should want, and how we should live. Social media, societal norms, and even well-meaning friends and family often project expectations onto us that have little to do with our own values or desires. In this environment, it's easy to lose touch with yourself, to chase goals that aren't truly yours, and to feel unfulfilled despite your efforts. This is why the power of self-alignment is not just important, it is vital. Self-alignment is the process of living in harmony with your true self. It means knowing your values, understanding your purpose, and ensuring that your actions align with the person you want to become. It's about looking inward instead of outward to determine your path. When you are self-aligned, you stop living for others and start living authentically for yourself. This creates a profound sense of peace and clarity, even in a chaotic world. One of the most significant benefits of self-alignment is clarity of purpose. When you align with who you truly are, you no longer feel the need to chase every shiny opportunity or please every person around you. You begin to distinguish between what matters and what doesn't. This clarity allows you to channel your energy into the things that genuinely resonate with your goals and values. You start to see life not as a chaotic mess of tasks and obligations, but as a purposeful journey toward your aspirations. Self-alignment also empowers you to set meaningful boundaries. When you are clear about your values and priorities, it becomes easier to say no to things that don't serve your purpose. Many of us struggle with saying no because we fear disappointing others or missing out. But when you are aligned, you realize that every yes to something unimportant is a no to something that truly matters. Boundaries are not walls, they are filters that protect your time, energy, and focus. Another critical aspect of self-alignment is the freedom it brings: freedom from comparison, freedom from the need for validation, freedom from the pressure to conform to others' expectations. When you are aligned with your true self, you stop measuring your success by external metrics and start defining it on your own terms. You understand that someone else's journey has nothing to do with yours. This shift allows you to celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and find joy in the process rather than just the outcome. The power of self-alignment extends to how you make decisions. Many people make decisions based on fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown. But when you are self-aligned, you make decisions based on your values and vision. You choose courage over comfort, growth over stagnation, and authenticity over approval. This doesn't mean the path will always be easy, but it does mean it will be yours, and that alone is worth every challenge you face. Self-alignment also enhances your relationships. When you know who you are and what you stand for, you attract people who resonate with your authentic self. These connections are deeper, more meaningful, and more fulfilling because they are built on mutual respect and understanding. At the same time, you become less tolerant of relationships that drain you or force you to compromise your integrity. This doesn't mean you become selfish or dismissive. It means you prioritize relationships that uplift and empower you while gracefully letting go of those that don't. One of the most beautiful outcomes of self-alignment is inner peace. When your actions reflect your values, you no longer feel the constant tug of guilt, regret, or uncertainty. You wake up each day knowing that you are on the right path, not because it's perfect or easy, but because it's yours. This sense of peace allows you to navigate challenges with grace and resilience. You stop reacting impulsively to external pressures and start responding thoughtfully, guided by your inner compass. But let's be clear, self-alignment is not a one-time achievement. It's a continuous process of self-discovery and growth. As you evolve, so will your values, goals, and priorities. This is why self-reflection is crucial. Take time regularly to check in with yourself, evaluate your progress, and make adjustments as needed. The goal is not to reach a fixed destination, but to stay aligned with your evolving self. In a world that constantly tries to pull you in 100 different directions, self-alignment is your anchor. It's the foundation of a meaningful, fulfilling life. When you are aligned, you become unstoppable, not because you never face challenges, but because you face them with the clarity, courage, and confidence that come from knowing who you are. So as you move through 2025, make self-alignment your priority. Look inward before you look outward. Trust yourself before you seek approval. Align your actions with your values and watch as your life transforms. Because when you live in alignment with your true self, you don't just exist, you thrive. Energy is one of the most precious resources we have, yet it is often the most overlooked. While people carefully manage their finances, track their schedules, and plan their careers, they rarely take the same level of care with their energy. In reality, energy is the true currency of life. It fuels every action, drives every goal, and shapes the quality of every moment. Without energy, even the grandest ambitions crumble and the simplest joys lose their luster. Understanding the value of your energy and learning to invest it wisely is a game changer that can transform your entire life. The first step to harnessing the power of your energy is to recognize its finite nature. Like money, your energy has limits. You wake up each day with a certain amount, and how you spend it determines your experiences and results. The problem is that too many people go through their days unaware of where their energy is going. They pour it into activities, people, and thoughts that drain them, leaving little left for what truly matters. The key to thriving is not to work harder or longer, but to channel your energy into the right places. Distractions are one of the biggest thieves of energy. In today's world where notifications buzz constantly, social media demands your attention, and endless streams of information fight for your focus, it's easy to scatter your energy in 1,000 directions. Every time you shift your attention to something trivial, you expend energy. And while these small moments may seem insignificant, they add up, leaving you depleted and unfocused. Protecting your energy means setting boundaries with technology, being intentional about your focus, and prioritizing deep work over shallow distractions. Another silent drain on your energy is negativity. Negative thoughts, toxic relationships, and unproductive environments all sap your energy without adding anything in return. Think about how much time and mental space is consumed by worrying, complaining, or engaging in conflicts that don't lead anywhere. These are investments with no return. To preserve your energy, you must cultivate a positive mindset. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and choose environments that inspire you. Negativity is a cost you can't afford. Your physical health is another crucial aspect of energy management. Energy is not just a mental state, it's also a physical one. What you eat, how much you sleep, and how often you move directly impact your energy levels. Fueling your body with nourishing foods, getting adequate rest, and incorporating regular exercise into your routine are non-negotiable if you want to maximize your energy. When your body feels strong and vibrant, your mind becomes sharper and you're better equipped to tackle whatever comes your way. Equally important is your emotional energy. Emotions are powerful and they can either energize or drain you. Joy, gratitude, and love are high energy emotions that propel you forward, while fear, resentment, and anger weigh you down. Managing your emotional energy means being mindful of your emotional state and taking proactive steps to shift it when needed. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and journaling can help you process emotions and maintain balance. Choosing to focus on what you're grateful for, even in challenging moments, is a simple yet profound way to boost your energy. Your energy also thrives when you align your actions with your purpose. There's a unique kind of energy that comes from doing work that matters to you. When you're passionate about what you're doing, you feel energized rather than drained, even when the work is challenging. Conversely, when you spend your days on tasks that don't align with your values or goals, you feel depleted no matter how much rest you get. Alignment isn't just about big picture goals, it's about infusing meaning into your daily actions. When you know why you're doing what you're doing, even the mundane becomes meaningful. One of the most empowering realizations is that you have control over your energy. While you can't always control external circumstances, you can choose how you respond to them. You can decide where to focus your attention, whom to spend time with, and what thoughts to entertain. Every choice you make either adds to or subtracts from your energy reserves. The more intentional you are about these choices, the more empowered and energized you'll feel. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's necessary. When you manage your energy well, you show up as the best version of yourself, not only for you, but also for those around you. You can't pour from an empty cup. By taking care of your energy, you become a better partner, parent, friend, and leader. You inspire others by showing what's possible when you prioritize your well-being and live with intention. In the end, your energy is your most valuable asset. Money can be earned, time can be scheduled, but energy is irreplaceable. Once it's spent, it's gone. Treat it with the respect it deserves. Guard it fiercely. Invest it wisely. Focus on what truly matters and watch as your life transforms. Because when your energy flows into the right places, success, fulfillment, and joy naturally follow. In 2025 and beyond, let your energy be the currency that fuels your best life. In a world driven by comparisons, it's easy to fall into the trap of competition. From social media highlights to workplace achievements, we're constantly bombarded with images of what others are doing, achieving, and experiencing. This creates an almost subconscious need to measure ourselves against them. We ask ourselves, am I doing enough? Am I as successful, as talented, or as happy as they seem to be? But here's the truth: the race you think you're running doesn't exist. The real challenge isn't to compete with others, it's to evolve into the best version of yourself. Competition by its nature is externally focused. It's about striving to surpass someone else, often based on arbitrary or external benchmarks. But this approach is fundamentally flawed. When you compete with others, you place your focus on their strengths, their achievements, and their timelines. This not only diverts your attention from your unique path, but also creates unnecessary stress and self-doubt. The energy you spend comparing and competing is energy you could be using to grow, create, and thrive. Evolution, on the other hand, is an internal journey. It's about focusing on your growth, your progress, and your potential. Instead of looking outward and trying to match or exceed what others are doing, you look inward and ask, how can I be better than I was yesterday? What steps can I take to move closer to my goals? This shift from competition to evolution is liberating because it removes the pressure to perform for others and allows you to grow on your own terms. When you stop competing and start evolving, you redefine success. No longer is success a comparison against someone else's life. It becomes a measure of your own progress. You understand that everyone has their own unique journey shaped by their experiences, challenges, and opportunities. What works for someone else may not work for you, and that's okay. Success isn't about being better than someone else. It's about being better than you were yesterday. This mindset fosters self-compassion and resilience as you begin to celebrate your efforts and milestones, no matter how small they may seem. One of the biggest obstacles to personal evolution is the fear of judgment. Many people are so focused on how they're perceived by others that they hesitate to take risks, try new things, or step out of their comfort zones. This fear often stems from the competitive mindset that equates failure with inadequacy. But when you shift your focus to evolution, failure takes on a new meaning. It's no longer a verdict on your worth, but a stepping stone in your growth. Every mistake becomes a lesson, every setback an opportunity to learn and improve. The process of evolution also requires a deep understanding of yourself. It's not just about setting goals, but about aligning those goals with your values, passions, and strengths. This alignment creates a sense of purpose and direction that is uniquely yours. When you know who you are and what you stand for, you become less concerned with what others are doing and more focused on what truly matters to you. This clarity allows you to make decisions that support your growth rather than seeking validation or approval from others. Letting go of competition also improves your relationships. When you're constantly competing, you may view others as rivals rather than allies. This mindset can breed jealousy, resentment, and disconnection. But when you focus on evolving, you see others as collaborators, mentors, and inspirations. You can celebrate their successes without feeling threatened because you understand that their journey has no bearing on yours. This shift fosters deeper, more meaningful connections based on mutual support and encouragement. Another powerful benefit of focusing on evolution is the freedom it brings. When you stop trying to keep up with others, you free yourself from the exhausting cycle of comparison. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself or meet arbitrary standards. Instead, you can invest your time and energy into what genuinely fulfills you. This freedom allows you to explore, experiment, and grow without the constant pressure of competing. Evolution is also sustainable in a way that competition is not. Competition often leads to burnout because it demands that you keep pushing harder to stay ahead. It's a never-ending race with no finish line. Evolution, however, is about steady, intentional growth. It allows you to progress at your own pace, honoring your natural rhythms and needs. This approach not only leads to greater success, but also to greater well-being and happiness. Ultimately, the shift from competition to evolution is a choice to live authentically. It's a decision to prioritize your growth over external validation, your values over societal expectations, and your peace over unnecessary stress. It's about embracing your unique journey and trusting that your path is enough. In 2025, let go of the urge to compete. Focus instead on evolving. Take small, consistent steps toward your goals. Celebrate your progress, learn from your setbacks, and honor your journey. Because the truth is, the only person you need to surpass is the person you were yesterday. And when you commit to evolving, you don't just change your life, you transform it. Life is a dynamic mix of what we can control and what we cannot. Yet, too often, people waste valuable time and energy fixating on things outside their control, other people's opinions, unpredictable events, or outcomes they can't guarantee. This habit creates frustration, anxiety, and a sense of powerlessness. But there's a better way to navigate life focused only on what you can control. By mastering this principle, you gain clarity, reclaim your energy, and empower yourself to create a life that feels purposeful and balanced. To control the controllables, the first step is recognizing the clear distinction between what's within your power and what isn't. Your actions, choices, and responses are always within your control. External events, other people's actions, and random circumstances are not. While it's natural to feel affected by outside forces, the truth is, dwelling on them changes nothing. The weather will still ruin your picnic plans. The economy will fluctuate. People may behave in ways you don't agree with. No amount of worry or frustration will change these realities. What you can change, however, is how you respond to them. Your mindset is one of the most powerful things you control. It shapes how you interpret events, make decisions, and interact with the world. By choosing a positive and proactive mindset, you equip yourself to handle challenges more effectively. When difficulties arise, instead of thinking, why is this happening to me, ask, what can I do about this? This shift in perspective empowers you to take action rather than falling into a cycle of helplessness or self-pity. Closely tied to your mindset is your attitude. Life is full of ups and downs, but your attitude determines whether you view obstacles as insurmountable or as opportunities for growth. You control whether you approach situations with gratitude, curiosity, and resilience, or with bitterness and defeat. Choosing a constructive attitude allows you to face challenges head-on while maintaining your sense of purpose and integrity. Your habits and routines are another area entirely within your control. Many people underestimate how much these small daily actions contribute to their overall success and well-being. The way you start your day, the food you eat, how often you exercise, and how much rest you get are all decisions within your grasp. These choices might seem insignificant in the moment, but they compound over time to create either a strong foundation for growth or a shaky framework of inefficiency. By focusing on building productive habits, you take charge of your progress and set yourself up for long-term success. Equally important is how you manage your time. Time is a finite resource, and where you choose to spend it reflects your priorities. Instead of wasting time on distractions or trying to control external factors, dedicate it to what truly matters: your goals, relationships, and personal growth. Use tools like planning, prioritization, and time blocking to stay organized and ensure that your energy is directed toward what you value most. This level of focus prevents you from feeling overwhelmed and allows you to make steady progress no matter what's happening around you. Your emotions, though often influenced by external events, are also something you can control. This doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring how you feel, but rather choosing how to process and respond to your emotions. When anger, fear, or frustration arise, pause and reflect before reacting. Ask yourself, is this emotion serving me? If not, take steps to shift it, whether through deep breathing, journaling, or seeking perspective. Emotional regulation is a skill, and the more you practice it, the more resilient and grounded you become. Another vital aspect of controlling the controllables is your circle of influence. While you cannot control other people's actions or beliefs, you can choose the people you spend time with and the environments you place yourself in. Surrounding yourself with supportive, positive individuals who encourage your growth and well-being makes a significant difference. At the same time, distancing yourself from toxic or draining influences protects your energy and mental health. One of the most liberating aspects of focusing on the controllables is the peace it brings. When you let go of the need to micromanage everything around you, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Instead of trying to bend the world to your will, you learn to adapt and thrive within it. You accept that uncertainty is a part of life and trust that you can handle whatever comes your way because you're focused on what's within your power. The beauty of this mindset is that it doesn't just help you survive, it helps you thrive. By concentrating on what you can control, you cultivate confidence, discipline, and resilience. You learn to let go of blame and excuses, taking full responsibility for your life. Over time, this approach builds momentum. As you make progress in areas within your control, you create a ripple effect that positively impacts other aspects of your life. In 2025, commit to controlling the controllables. Start by identifying what's in your power and focusing your energy there. Trust yourself to handle the rest with grace and adaptability. When you master this principle, you don't just navigate life more effectively, you live it with greater purpose, peace, and fulfillment. Because the truth is, the only things that truly matter are the things you have the power to change. Let that be your guide as you step boldly into the year ahead. Time is the one resource that is truly irreplaceable. Unlike money, possessions, or opportunities, once a moment passes, it is gone forever. Yet many people treat time as though it is infinite, wasting it on distractions, unimportant tasks, or even procrastination. This mindset leads to regret, missed opportunities, and a sense of life slipping away. To live fully and intentionally, you must reclaim time as your greatest asset. Doing so transforms not only how you live each day, but also the trajectory of your life as a whole. Reclaiming time begins with recognizing its value. Every second, minute, and hour is an opportunity to create, connect, grow, or rest. Time is the foundation upon which all achievements are built, whether they involve personal growth, professional success, or nurturing relationships. When you understand the significance of time, you stop treating it casually. You realize that it is not just a measure of hours in the day, but a currency for achieving what matters most to you. The next step is taking full ownership of your time. Many people fall into the trap of believing they don't have control over their schedules, blaming external factors like work demands, family obligations, or societal expectations. While these pressures are real, the truth is that you are always the ultimate decision maker in how your time is spent. Every yes to one thing is a no to something else, and learning to make intentional choices about your time is one of the most empowering shifts you can make. Clarity is key to reclaiming your time. If you don't know what matters to you, it's easy to fill your days with activities that feel urgent but are ultimately unimportant. Begin by identifying your core values and priorities. What do you want your life to reflect? What goals do you want to achieve? Who do you want to spend your time with? These questions act as a compass, guiding you toward activities and commitments that align with your purpose. Without this clarity, it's easy to fall into the trap of busyness filling your schedule without moving closer to what truly matters. Another essential aspect of reclaiming time is learning to say no. Time is limited and you cannot do everything. While it may feel uncomfortable to decline requests or invitations, saying no to things that don't align with your priorities is one of the most effective ways to protect your time. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that could bring you closer to your goals or provide deeper fulfillment. Saying no isn't about being selfish, it's about honoring your time as the precious asset it is. Eliminating distractions is equally important. In today's digital age, distractions are everywhere, from endless social media scrolling to constant notifications vying for your attention. These small interruptions may seem harmless, but they add up to significant time lost. To reclaim your time, you must take control of these distractions. This might mean setting boundaries with technology, creating focused work environments, or scheduling specific times for checking emails and messages. By minimizing distractions, you regain the ability to focus deeply on what truly matters. One powerful tool for reclaiming time is intentional planning. When you plan your days, weeks, and months with purpose, you take control of how your time is spent rather than letting it slip away. Start by identifying your most important tasks, the ones that will have the greatest impact on your goals or well-being. Schedule these tasks during your peak productivity hours when your energy and focus are highest. At the same time, make room for rest and renewal. A balanced schedule that includes time for work, relationships, and self-care is essential for sustainable success. Another critical element of reclaiming time is the practice of mindfulness. Often people lose time not because they are busy, but because they are not fully present. They rush through tasks without truly experiencing them, or they let their minds wander instead of focusing on the moment. Mindfulness is about bringing your full attention to whatever you're doing, whether it's working on a project, having a conversation, or simply enjoying a quiet moment. By being present, you not only make the most of your time, but also enhance the quality of your experiences. Reclaiming time also involves embracing the idea of progress over perfection. Many people delay action because they feel they don't have enough time to do something perfectly. This mindset leads to procrastination and missed opportunities. Instead, focus on taking small, consistent steps toward your goals. Even a few minutes spent on meaningful work each day can add up to significant progress over time. Finally, reclaiming time is about appreciating it. When you view time as your greatest asset, you start to cherish it. You become more intentional about how you spend it, and you begin to see even the smallest moments as valuable. This mindset fosters gratitude and helps you create a life that feels rich and meaningful no matter the circumstances. Time is not something you can earn, buy, or extend. It is a gift that you are given each day, and how you use it shapes the life you create. By reclaiming time as your greatest asset, you step into a life of intention, focus, and fulfillment. The power to make the most of your time is in your hands. Use it wisely and watch your world transform. The idea of focusing on yourself might seem counterintuitive in a world that often emphasizes service to others, collaboration, and external success. However, self-focus is not about selfishness or isolation. It's about strengthening yourself so that you can show up better for everything and everyone around you. The ripple effect of self-focus is profound. When you prioritize your growth, health, and well-being, the benefits extend far beyond your own life, influencing your relationships, your environment, and even the wider world. At its core, self-focus begins with a commitment to your own growth. It's about identifying who you are, what you value, and what you want to achieve. This requires introspection and honesty, taking time to evaluate your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. By doing this, you create a strong foundation for personal development. You become more self-aware, which leads to better decision-making, clearer goals, and a sense of purpose. When you invest in your growth, you set the stage for a life that feels aligned and fulfilling. This focus on yourself has immediate benefits for your well-being. When you prioritize your physical health through regular exercise, nourishing food, and adequate rest, you build the energy and resilience needed to tackle life's challenges. Similarly, when you take care of your mental and emotional health through mindfulness, therapy, or simply setting boundaries, you cultivate a sense of inner peace and stability. These practices not only enhance your quality of life, but also make you a stronger, more grounded individual who can handle adversity with grace. The effects of self-focus don't stop with you. They ripple outward into your relationships. When you take the time to understand yourself, you become more empathetic and understanding toward others. You can communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts more constructively, and support the people you care about in meaningful ways. Moreover, when you're at a good place mentally and emotionally, you bring positive energy to your relationships. Instead of relying on others to fill your cup, you approach relationships from a place of abundance, offering love, support, and encouragement without expecting anything in return. Another way self-focus benefits others is by serving as a source of inspiration. When people see you prioritizing your well-being, pursuing your goals, and living authentically, it motivates them to do the same. Your actions demonstrate what's possible and encourage others to reflect on their own lives. This is not about being perfect or having everything figured out. It's about showing that growth and progress are attainable. Your commitment to yourself can ignite a spark in others, encouraging them to take steps toward their own growth and fulfillment. Beyond your immediate relationships, self-focus has a ripple effect on your broader environment. When you prioritize yourself, you become more effective in your work, your community, and any other spheres of influence you're part of. A person who is focused and intentional has a greater capacity to contribute meaningfully. Whether you're leading a team, volunteering in your community, or simply interacting with others, your energy and clarity make a difference. People notice when someone is centered and purpose-driven, and it creates a positive feedback loop that enhances the environments you're part of. Self-focus also helps you set an example for future generations. Children, students, or younger colleagues often look to those around them for guidance on how to navigate life. When you model self-care, resilience, and intentional living, you provide them with a blueprint for how to approach their own lives. You show them that it's possible to prioritize their well-being while still making a meaningful impact on the world. This ripple effect can shape the values and behaviors of the next generation, creating a culture that values self-awareness and personal growth. On a larger scale, the ripple effect of self-focus can contribute to societal change. Imagine a world where more people took the time to work on themselves, where emotional intelligence, empathy, and resilience were the norm. This collective shift would lead to stronger communities, healthier relationships, and more effective problem solving. While it might seem like one person's self-focus couldn't possibly make a dent in the world's challenges, the truth is that every ripple starts with a single drop. By focusing on yourself, you contribute to a larger wave of positivity and progress. Finally, self-focus allows you to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. When you stop trying to meet external expectations or compare yourself to others, you free yourself to pursue what truly matters to you. This kind of authenticity is magnetic. It draws the right opportunities, people, and experiences into your life. And when you're living authentically, you're not only happier, but also better equipped to make a meaningful impact on the world. In essence, the ripple effect of self-focus is about transformation. It starts with you, your growth, your choices, your priorities, but it doesn't end there. As you evolve, you inspire others to evolve, and the benefits extend outward in ways you might not even realize. By focusing on yourself, you create a positive ripple that touches everything and everyone around you, proving that personal growth is not just a gift to yourself, but a gift to the world.
As we step into 2025, the message is clear. Focusing on yourself is not an act of selfishness. It is a commitment to growth, alignment, and impact. When you take charge of your energy, reclaim your time, and master the art of controlling the controllables, you unlock a life of clarity, purpose, and abundance. By evolving rather than competing, you honor your unique journey and inspire others to do the same. The ripple effect of self-focus extends far beyond your own life, creating a wave of positivity, strength, and transformation in your relationships, community, and beyond. This year, make yourself a priority. Invest in your health, sharpen your mindset, and protect your most valuable resources, your time and energy. Know that by strengthening yourself, you are strengthening your ability to contribute to the world. Focus on what you can control, celebrate progress over perfection, and embrace the journey of becoming the best version of yourself. Because when you focus on yourself, you don't just change your life, you create a better future for everyone around you. Let 2025 be the year you take the lead in your own story, building a life that reflects your highest potential and radiates success, fulfillment, and joy. Remember, it all starts with you. The power to transform is already in your hands. Now, it's time to act.